Hello, my dear. Happy new moon. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a beautiful day today. We're going to be going over the new moon and what it means for every sign and what area of your life it might be advantageous for you to be manifesting and planting mental seeds. So please, all of you, grab your journal. If you have a manifestation journal, grab that as well. And yeah, let's deep dive. I'm going to timestamp below what this means for every sign. So please, this is going to be for your rising sign, for your sun sign, for your moon sign. If you're working on a team, or you could read this for your partner, for someone that you're interested in. This can be very accessible for anybody. So please grab your journal, and we're going to deep dive and see what this means for every sign. So first and foremost, let's go over I always talk about things as far as lenses go in astrology because I wear glasses. So when I talk about the new moon, that's one lens, and then Aquarius, that is another lens. And then what that means for your individual sign, that's the third lens. So let's talk about the general rules first of all. This new moon is happening at 1 degree of Aquarius. What does that mean? New moon is a great time to plant mental seeds for the future, for manifestations, for what you do want. Full moons, let's purge the olds, let everybody be the werewolf. New moons, let's really be looking forward thinking. And this is actually an interesting new moon because it's happening at 1 degree of the sign. And we also have in February and March, those new moons are going to be at 1 or 0 degree of their sign. So we're planting redwoods right now. Redwoods, like shoot big, shoot for the stars. This is Aquarius. We're going up. We want, like, you want a spaceship? You want a hovercraft? Visualize that. Let's do it. That's how big. You want 1 million? I want 100 million. You want to buy a house for yourself? You want one for everybody in your family. Like, go big. Go big. What's the worst that can happen? You end up with 1 million. Who cares? Like, there we are. So let's deep dive into each sign, shall we? We're going to start with Aries because they are the first sign of the zodiac. So if you have an Aries sun, Aries moon, or Aries rising, this is going to be most applicable to you. So with the sun being this is going to be happening in your house, your 11th house, right over here. Since Aries starts the wheel, we're going to be happening up here in the natural house for Aquarius. Community, friendship, wishes for the future. So right now, the sun is going to be transiting over that house for the next month. So it's kind of like a lighthouse is going to be looking over that area of your life. Maybe certain things are happening for you in that house. Maybe you're really just mentally focused on who you want to be in your community, or if you even like who you are in your community. So I would recommend really looking into, like, what is it that I see for the future for myself and my flock and my team? And if I don't have those people around me, what role am I playing? And do I feel nourished? What do I need to feel safe within my community? Like, this should be really, Aquarians really hate the top down, like absolutely hate the top down authority. So if there were to be no structures, no policies and procedures, nothing is in play, and it's just you and really your respective community, and you're here to fend for yourself, what are you focused on? Are you building the garden? Are you the physical therapist? Are you, the witch in the tower that gets to answer all the astrology questions and, help heal people, help themselves? Who do you want to play in that picture? And really think big, really go big. Like, this is Aquarius. This is, like space travel. We like shoot for the stars, kid. Shoot for the stars. So for Aries, I reckon really focusing on community and the role that you want to play within that community. So, sorry, I'm looking down here. I have this right in front of me as well. So that was for Aries. So now we are going to be looking at Taurus. So let me back that up. Hold on 1 second. So I have Taurus here. Aries will be there. Pisces will be here. And then Aquarius is going to be there. Interesting. Okay. Gemini. Okay. So we are going to be for Taurus now. Taurus. This is going to be for Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising, or if there's someone in your life that's a Tauran, Taurus, I never know which one to say. This one's for you. Career, legacy. Who do you want to be? The tippity top of the tower. So this means that you have your midhaven in Aquarius, means that your legacy is kind of alien based. So as far as fixed earth energy, negative that you are, you kind of have like this a little bit more, how do I say, like a little bit more new age way of thinking of the way that you want to work. Oh, that's super Taurus, super Taurus. Maybe you want to work one day a month. Yeah, like that's option. That's an option. Like you want millions and millions of dollars, like really go big. Like look at your everyday life. This is what we should be doing. It's not so much about the money coming in. I would recommend looking at what do you want your everyday life to look like as far as your legacy and work is concerned. Like, do you want like the hustle culture? Do you want to work 18 plus hours a day and client back to back to back to back to back? Or do you want to be able to press a button and help millions of people all over the world? Yeah, that's an option. Those are accessible tools with these little devices that we call telephones. So it's very accessible. It's very, very optional. So for Taurus, I'd recommend looking at like, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want that image to look like in the new world, like in the new changing world? Again, everything's gone. Tidal wave came in and swept the whole thing away. Who do you want to be? Who do you want? What legacy do you want? What do you want to be known for? And this, like when I say career, I just mean like your public image. This is like, this house is run by Capricorn. So it blends the lens of Capricorn and Aquarius. That's what I'd reckon for that. Awesome. So that was Taurus. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Alrighty, Rainy Rooney. Gemini. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Oh, precious child. Precious child. This is happening in your 9th house of quest, adventure, and long distance travel. Dear precious Geminis, you're smart enough to teach right now. You're smart enough to teach something right now, or to hold space for people, or to like, yeah, you're smart enough to teach. You're, even if you have to, be substituting right now, like you're smart enough to do the, I see you. You're smart enough to do that. Like, and information and education is infinite. So what I would recommend, like this house over here is run by Sagittarius. It's about higher education, long distance travel, like shooting big. Like if you want to teach something, how big? If you want to learn something or have a big goal, you have like, I want to have a master's degree in this. I want to be able to, fly in space. I want to, apprentice here. Like what's the big dream? But really look at it as far as education is concerned, because my precious Gemini, education is infinite. You're never going to stop being a student. Girl, you're good. Like, and your brain will never stop telling you that you're not ready. Do it anyways. Do it anyways. Have one brain telling you, like, what the fuck are you doing? And the other brain saying, go get him, girl, go get him. Like, think of your best Leo friend and be like, you can do this. Like, get that vibe going. Get that vibe going. But Gemini, plant seeds for either you want to teach, travel, or learn something big. I would really focus on a long game here, on a long game. These are huge redwood seeds of manifestation right now. So hop on that pop. Hop on that pop. All right. Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. You guys scare me sometimes. I love you. But you feel things like so. Like I have my rising is Scorpio with its conjunct Pluto in the 12th house. Like I got Pluto right here. I'm intense, but bless your Cancerian hearts. You guys feel everything, and I'm just so grateful for you for doing it. So thank you. Thank you. I just have to say that. I love you. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is happening in your 8th house. This is a Scorpio run house. This is transformation. This is like Phoenix stuff. Death and rebirth. Like contracts, sharing things with others. Like if you want to buy a house with people, you want to start a company with people. If you want to like do the plantation thing and just like find a few couples and be like, hey, if we buy acres of land together, like we could kind of off-grid it and help each other and start to like homeschool and stuff like that. Really looking at like community, but in a way that's like the VIPs that you'd be like the ride or dies. and what role you play within that exchange. Yeah, do you want to buy property with people? Do you want to start a company with people? Do you want to really like step into, do you want to have a family? You know, this side of the chart over here is about relationships. Like this is public life, legacy. Down here is like safety and the roots of the tree of your life. This is, you know, doing things on your own and you're like your face to the world. And this is your relationships. So we're up here right now. And this is like, we've gone through the seeing all sides of others. I know who's supposed to be in my life. These are like, okay, these are my ride or dies. What do I want to share with them? Yeah. It's 2023. We're moving quickly. We're planting redwoods. So what do you want to plant? This is a serious one. And you can hold this space, Cancer. You can hold this space. I am like, it's my older sister's a Cancer, and I'm so grateful for her because she was in a family of all fire signs, 2 fire sign parents and 2 fire sign baby sisters. And she was just the rock of all rocks. Like, so I'm grateful for you, Cancer. And thank you for doing what you do in this world. I bow to you. And I just, yeah, really look at like who you want to start community with. You know, that's run by Aquarius. So like really like it's the way, the intensity that you have. The intensity that you have and the fact that this house is run by Aquarius is really beautiful because like the rising, pardon me. Oh, Jesus God. So your 7th house of relationships, this one here, is run by Capricorn. So you've decided that the people in your life, not that they're like monetized, but like you know what they're bringing to the table. So as we get up here, you have a little bit more of like, communities can be funky for you. Yeah, community can be a little funky and a little bit like in the best of ways. Like you can trust. Once people get in, wow. Cancer, I didn't expect you to be the star of the day today, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, but you are. I'm incredibly honored and grateful for you. That was pretty cool to come through. Love you. Awesome blossom spaghetti sauce. All right, Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. This is happening in your descendant house. This is happening house of relationships over here. So, and this is kind of like your half birthday time. So I would just say in a little bit of an aside way, when we're planting seeds for Leo, just for you specifically, this is going to be a little bit like debrief with yourself before you plant any serious seeds about what you started on your birthday and like what hasn't really stuck around. So like, where do you need to trim the fat? Like, as far as a solar opposition is concerned, this is just for Leo. This is just for Leo. Because like, this is your birthday over here, and this is where the sun is right now. So you have a solar opposition. It's like your half birthday. So really trim the fat on what hasn't worked as far as like what you wanted for this year, and then step into your manifestations. And this is happening in your house of relationships. So if people aren't supposed to be in your life right now, just let them go. Or find the box for them. Like, we're going, this is a complete other thing. And it's like, please reach out directly so we can book a session. Because if you are like, if this resonates with you, please let me know. Because the North Node, when it finishes the North Node's transit in Taurus, it's going to be going into Aries. And the North Node is like our collective destiny and like what we're working towards in the future. And that going into Aries and like being in like different relationships, I was just reading that like it could be a lot more unconventional relationships coming to be. So for Leo rising, if your 7th house is run by Aquarius, like you need to give and receive space, B, need to nourish their ego and nourish, like tell them exactly how to nourish yours as well. Then it should be open and honest communication for Leo and Aquarius, like in that space. But also I completely lost my train of thought. Unconventional relationships are totally okay. Like, I'm not monogamous too. It's so okay. So healthy polyamory, healthy sort of like buckets of relationships. Like if someone isn't working in this bucket, then trim the fat, whatever it is you don't want. I can't have this. I can offer you this. But then say, this is what I can offer you now. This is a new boundary. Here you go. Take it or leave it. So for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, I'd say if there's a person in your life that is really, we'll go positive here, ask them out. Shoot your shot. Ask, like, buy the ring, or like really get involved. get involved, or say, I'm ready for this, step into that. And then in your, manifestation journals, really get into it, really say, like, this is what I want. I'm married in a year, or yada, 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 whatever that may be. I'm having babies, whatever the whole thing. I, have a primary partner and a secondary partner. I get out of my relationship with ease and grace, and there's no animosity, there's no bitterness, and no, need for all these issues. Go past to the other side. I hope that made sense. I think it did. Having some Earl Grey tea with some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and then some warm water, because I talk a lot. All right, here we go. So now we are going to Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising. So now this is going to be happening in your, oh my God, girl. I like this. So Virgo, please, just Virgos all together now. Let's just take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale the good shit. Exhale the bullshit. Let it out. Let out that perfectionism need and just have a cookie. Shake off. Just get it off. Yeah, just get it off. You can't solve all the problems in a day. You can't critique everybody mentally in a day, or just like get some verbal shit out. Maybe get some of your judgments out in the bathroom, like speak them and say, I don't want to be this person, but this person just really put the dishes away awfully and I hate them. And then flush the toilet and get it out and just ask God, the universe, whomever for grace. But just, that's how I feel about that. Okie dokie, artichoke guacamole. So this is going to be happening for Virgos in your 6th house of everyday life and practical service. This is a Virgo run house, and that's why I found that so intriguing a few moments ago, where this is run by Aquarius. So like in your daily life, like you actually look at the jobs and the responsibilities in a way where, you're so needed. Your perfectionism is so needed, but it's finding a little bit more of the Aquarian graceful touch as to like how to delegate or how to like express that, because you can see so naturally, like, you should be doing this, you should be doing this, you should be doing this, you suck at this, I just need you to be doing this instead. Stop trying to do this. I've tried to teach you so many times and you suck at it, so you put it over there. Like, you're so needed in that area. So what do you want your daily life to look like? That's what the house is happening over here. This is a house run by Mercury. So we have like lots of like intellectual things going on over here. Virgo's brains move very fast. It's kind of like they have like the file cabinets going at all times, and there's like a scripter, and there's just like, and then there's like another one over here that's like sassy and judging. It's like, oh my God, did you fucking hear that? And the other one's like, I know, I'm paying attention. And the other one's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, we'll talk about it in a month when we have it on our journal. Okay. Like, they're so beautiful. So what do you want your daily life to look like? Ease up. You don't have to work 7 days a week. You don't have to work 6 days a week. You're allowed to work 5 days a week. What if you wanted to work 4 days a week? You don't have to tell anybody. Once it's in the journal, it's so okay. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know that you don't want to work forever until you die. That you can have like a proper place. If jealousy comes up and you see someone that gets that, you're allowed that. You're worthy of that. But you got to plant those seeds. You got to tell the universe. You don't have to speak it out loud yet. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a few months. But yeah, I love you. You're so needed. All right, where am I now? Libra. Libra. Okay. So I just want to check Libra. Libra sun, Libra moon, and Libra rising. This is going to be happening. Wow, this is really cute. This is really cute. You guys are so cute. I just can't even handle how cute Libras are. Like, I stare at your temples for freaking ever. I just like, I would love to create a world where you didn't have to work. And then you could just like be a cherub and eat grapes outside. That's literally what you were supposed to do. And I'm really sorry that you don't get to do that right now. I want that world for you. That's why you're here. You're so pretty. And like inside, like your light is like the color of blush. It's just so beautiful. I can't even handle it. Okay. So this is going to be happening, and that's why inherently Aquarius runs your 5th house. So this is the house of creativity and childlike spirits and play and kiddos. And if you want those, like this is, if you want to have babies, now's the time to talk about it. If you don't want to have babies and your partner does want to have babies, now's the time to take steps towards separation in a really amicable way, or finding, like I had said in, oh my goodness, I think it was the Leo rising. Yeah, in the Leo video, we talked about, you know, non-monogamy and healthy polyamory and, you know, compartmentalized, like healthy buckets of relationships. Like, you know, it's optional, it's possible, and you could be adored by more than one person. Healthily. Like no cheating. Those are options. Pretty cool. So creativity, play, romance, childlike spirits, children, this is run by, like, this is Leo vibes. This is Leo vibes. So, like, what is play? What is fun? Are you having enough fun? Don't be self-sacrificial. Really just like, yeah. What does fun look like? Like, if I inherently want you to live a life where you just like frolic outside and eat grapes, then inherently in you, there's a version of you that just wants to be a muse. That's an option. What, can we work towards that for you? Please? That's what I want for you. That'd be super. Okay, that was Libra. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. So, I just have to give a little bit of interesting information about this one. So I myself have a Scorpio rising, and this is why individual readings and sessions are so important, because by degree, like I'm going off of Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, these are very, you know, general information readings, but so very specifically, my personal ascendant is at 12 degrees of Scorpio. And my 4th house starts at 22 degrees and 22 minutes of Aquarius. So for me, personally, this new moon is happening in my 3rd house, whereas for the general reading of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this is happening in the vibration of the 4th house. What I find to be very important to reference here is that this is all at the very base of the chart. Regardless of which house this is, we're talking about safety, we're talking about internal information, we're talking about like, where do you feel safe inside yourself as far as proper communication, your home, your family. This is all like cultural family roots. What does that mean to you? So yes, please reach out directly and book a one-on-one session, because like I will deep dive into any of these bits of things for you and tell you what these transits mean for you specifically, and what, you know, the planets are conjuncting for your natal planets and yada yada, and how they're aspecting them. Like, it's infinity on top of infinity here. So please, I just had to give that information. But the general reading for Aquarius, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this is happening at the very bottom of your chart, and it's in your 4th house of home, your little pocket of the world. Safety is key for you. So Scorpios, we're a little intense, and that's what I love about us. I love that term, intense. You know, we're not intimidating, you're intimidated. And we have this like, yeah. I don't like looking at my eyes sometimes. When I'm dancing around at the gym and I, you know, had one of those nights the night before, I don't like looking at my own eyes. Absolutely not. I'm like, I don't like, you're a lot, Sarah. It's a lot. So as intense as we are, and, you know, as sensual as we are, our 4th house is in Aquarius. So that means that home can be unconventional to us, and that we're fine with community living. We're happy having, you know, commune. We're happy having, you know, multiple people in our lives. We're happy living at home with family. We're happy with all of that. We like having the different, like for me personally, for like to step into the Scorpio vibe is one of the coolest things is to feel comfortable and safe around your family and friends, where you can be in a room with them. You can be like high, you can be drinking tea or coffee, you can be meditating in the corner. You don't have to affect your face. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. It's one of the coolest vibrations. But we like having other things happening around us. Like, do your thing over there. Do your thing. Do your thing. Like, I've been probably in the corner of the room smoking a joint with more intriguing, interesting things happening in the corner, and I'm just like, do you guys need water? Are you okay? It's been like an hour. Nice. Like, do you need water? Like, all's well there. All's well there. So that's that for Scorpios. So if Scorpio risings, if you want an unconventional home, if you want a home that doesn't look the same for everybody, that's fucking, I'm so sorry. That is fucking cool. Manifest that. You don't want kids? That's totally okay. Express that to your partner, or, you know, that seems to be a little bit of what's happening right now, is either people want kids or they don't want kids. As far as, this is a whole new video for another day, and I'm just gonna write this down. I had channels the other day, if you wanna have kids, have them. Is that the souls coming in right now are ancient. There are elders, they're not ascended masters. There are elders, and they're here to change the whole thing. So if you're ready to have kids, do it. Start getting involved in that situation. If you're not interested in having kids, please reach out to your friends and family that are having children and ask them how you can be most helpful. Because those kids are so enlightened and so awakened and so special, but they're coming into a lot of fear. They're coming into a world of fear, and it's very difficult for them to kind of like differentiate between like this, that, and the other thing. The babies being born right now, absolutely no problem with that. But the kiddos right now, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Scorpios, to go back to what we were talking about for planting seeds, what do you want home to look like? What do you want your family space to look like? What houses do you want? How many do you want? How many countries do you want them in? Like, I'm manifesting one home in Gloucester, one home in Italy, and one home in the Caribbean. So like, that's worst case scenario. I get, yeah. What's the worst that could happen? You get it. Don't be so scared. Scorpios, don't be scared to ask for what you want. Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. Don't be afraid to speak it into existence, to write it, to manifest it. Sag sun, Sag moon, Sag rising. Let's do this. We're talking about healthy communication. All right, so communication, language, early learning. What does that say? Short trips. Do you want to travel, like take a short trip with your friends? You want to do like a light little holiday or something like that? Definitely be manifesting that. Are there some conversations that you have to have with people that you need a little bit of? Interesting. Yeah, your third house is run by Aquarius. Finding a way, this is about communication. So this is a Gemini run house, mutable energy. You know, there's some Mercury vibes in there as well, but this is also about like the first times that this is early childhood understanding. So think of like the first time you said a swear word. How was it received? You know, for myself, for example, I came home one day, I had heard this word and I said, Mom, what does fuck mean? And she was, I think, like brushing my hair or taking out my scrunchie or something. And she turned me around, she slapped me across the face. No idea why I fucking swear all the time. No fucking clue. Absolutely not. Pardon my French. But so is there, you know, Sag and Aquarius, there can be a lot of like, you're saying it how it fucking is. So is there the need to have a sensitive conversation in your life? Is there a need to talk to someone in your life that like, yeah, this one's super specific. I'm getting such a download. This is like, you have to kind of have some hard chats and cut some people out that are just taking advantage, and that your bigness and your gregarious heart and your love for them is literally blinding you to the fact that they're just not meant to be in your life right now. So I would recommend, if this is applicable to you, journal after the conversation. Like if you really don't want kids and, you know, your partner really does, And you know, eventually down the line, you're going to have to separate and find new partners, but you're really not looking forward to that conversation. Let's have a think about like what it feels like after the conversation. Like you'd be manifesting in a few, you know, month or 2 months, or however long it'll take you to really prepare for this, and say, oh my goodness, you know, myself and my ex had a really incredible breakup, and we were able to split our possessions amicably, and we both really know that this is for the highest and greatest good of both of our timelines. It was really emotional and beautiful and powerful. So the same way you went in with love, maybe talk about how we can leave with love. Because when you remove a Sag from your life, it's a big deal. It hurts. They are so much fun and so beautiful and so lovely and so abundant and so wonderful that when they leave your life, it's a toughie. It's a toughie. So Sag, their emotions are not going to be your responsibility. You have to honor yourself first, because you can't give from an empty bucket. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You got this, Sag. You got this. Okie dokie. Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Capricorn. Money, money, money. The second house is the house of money and access to resources and tangible assets. And we are just getting out of Capricorn season. So you really have just decided, like, I'm the fucking goat. I want this. I'm shooting my shot. I'm in it. How much money you want? How much money you want? How much money you want? How much money do you want? Go bigger. Cap, I know. Go bigger. But like, do it in a way that's very... Here we go. I knew someone would need this. This is... Please screenshot this. This is for anyone. You don't have to know what it says. I will tell you. And please get your journal. This is a money manifestation from Bob Proctor, bless his heart and soul. One of a dear teacher for all of us, but the Proctor Institute, I couldn't speak more highly of his teachings, and he was on The Secret, and this is his language. So I write this in my guest checkbook at the beginning of every restaurant shift, and I've given one to every single one of my waiters. The Sarahs and I all do these, so write this down. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a regular basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a regular basis. And I picked up my hematite as we were just doing that. So for Cap Sun, Cap Moon, Cap Rising, don't become too hardened by people that have taken advantage of you before, that you let people take advantage of you, and you don't trust your gut. Please reach out directly to book a call, to book a session. If you're a Cap, like an entrepreneur leader, and really don't have any of this language, this could be very advantageous for you. I also have on my website, an Awakeners Crash Course and Quest. It's like 2 hours, 40 minutes of like literally like 101, like as far as your awakening is concerned. So if for a Cap that I'm speaking to right now, if you do not have the astrology language, you do not have the metaphysical language, you do not have any of those languages, I speak leadership growth and development too. So if you want to be very efficient in your awakening and your processes, please reach out directly and we'll book a call, and we can do Zoom, and we can just like do half hours if we need. So please let me know how I can be most helpful for you, but please do not be a Cap boss. Ask for more. You're doing business with God and your higher self here. Like, this is not going to a boss and asking for more money. Like, we're manifesting in a journal. You're doing magic here. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Come on, guys. Come on. Okie dokie. Alrighty, Rooney. Aquarius. Aquarius. Happy early birthday. Happy birthday to you. Who do you want to be in the world? How magical do you want to be? Like, I want to be a dance channeling singer, alien interdimensional communication specialist that travels off planet all the time. Like, go big, honey. Go big. This is your storefront window. This is your in the beginning. It's run by Mars. This is your, like, who are you? If someone's walking, this is storefront window of your, this is what I mean by that. Like, if somebody's walking by your life, like, what would be the perfect image? What would you want people to see? Then they walked by you doing something in your everyday and they were like, wow, that's them. And you're like, yeah, that's me. When do you feel most like yourself? And how often do you do that activity? And can you possibly get paid for doing that activity? Does someone else in the world get paid for doing that activity? Learn from them. Yeah. What do you want your image to be? Birthday haircuts. Dye your hair. Ask your dreams. Talk to your aliens. Like, that's kind of cool, Aquarius. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Be your magical selves. Be your weird selves. Yeah, who do you want to be in your relationships? Like, you know, in 6 months, we're going to be focused on your relationships. So, like, how do you want to show up? Plant big seeds. Plant big year seeds. Plant 5-year seeds if you want to. But, like, actually don't plant 5-year seeds. Plant 1-year seeds. Like, anything that you think that you have to wait 5 years for, you can do in a year. Yeah. People become famous on TikTok for dancing and make millions and millions of dollars. Like, anything you want, you can have. That 9-to-5 grind does not exist anymore. We have to get past that. Mentally, even for me, that's still a lot. That's my cat moon talking. Like, I get it. Aquarius, who do you want to be in the world? Happy birthday. Vibe it up. Vibe it up. Oh boy. Pisces. Pisces, I love you. How you feeling? How you feeling? Hold on. Yeah. It's okay. I got you. I got you, babe. Let me see. In about 2 weeks, I'm going to be starting a free grief Zoom talk a few days before the full moon. So I'm just planting that seed here, Pisces. Pisces, you're the baby ancients. You feel everything, but humaning sometimes can be very, very curious and very confusing. And you just feel the emotions of everybody in the supermarket and you just love them all so dearly and you're so beautiful and wonderful and lovely. What are you doing to nourish yourself? Please take some time for yourself. And please spend more time, like, I don't want to say alone, but not amongst basic people, only amongst your, like, safety 2, safety 3 people. Just a little bit more than you thought. And please reach out directly to book a call. If you're the first empath in your family, please reach out directly and we can have a half-hour session and just some safety tools as to how to protect your energy. You don't have to feel all the feelings. They don't know that you're doing it. Nobody has any idea that you're feeling their feelings. I love you. But you can put them down. You can put other people's feelings down. It's okay. So, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising, we are going to be looking at the Aquarius run house for you of soul purpose, healing closures, and coming home. This is a Piscean run house, so this is a lot. There's a lot of intensity happening over here. So what are your wishes for your role in the future? But not just your role. What do you want for the future? Like, we need your imagination. Oh my God, please use your imagination for this one. Okay, so one of my angel channelers that I follow, her name is Ann Tucker. She's on YouTube. She's beautiful. And she spoke of, and I'm going to try not to butcher this understanding, but that, like, we're creating this new frequency, this new dimension, this, like, we're creating it with our vibration alone. So us as way showers and light workers, what we possibly imagine, it's like we have 3D printers up here in this imagination box. So Pisces, use your imagination for good right now. And how magical and beautiful do you want this world to be? Like, how cool would it be if, like, aliens were beautiful and lovely, and, like, all mean people went away, and everybody was just nice to each other, and everybody had, you know, enough money so that everybody had food and everybody had water and everybody paid off all their debts, and, you know, we could fly around in, you know, flying cars that didn't bump into each other, and everybody was beautiful, and it was like fairy tale endings for everybody all over the world, for every billions of us. I need you to visualize that, please. Please. Use your wildly overactive imagination, as I used to call mine, for good. Those that also have a Mercury in Pisces placement, myself, and there's a sweet waitress that I work with at my restaurant over the summer. I'm not going to use your name, but you know who you are. You also have a Mercury in Pisces. I need you to view this world and listen to your son is also okay. You're going to listen to this. I need you to use every single bit of your Pisces magic and use your imagination for good and visualize the best world for everyone, for everybody. This is not just the people that have the similar belief systems as me and then the people that don't. This is everyone. 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 We did it. We got there. That's the new moon. Please reach out directly. Please book a call. We can do an individual chart reading for you and look at the transits for the new moon, the month, whatever you'd like. And yeah. Y'all got this. Y'all can do this. Y'all can do this. Getting a separate manifestation journal is just really cool to kind of see what comes month to month to month. And if you need some scripting ideas, please reach out directly and book a session and we can talk about how to manifest specifically. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope this information is helpful and I will talk to you. We are going to be having a full moon healing. That's what we're going to be doing for the full moons. Because the new moon energy is like perfect for planting seeds, where the full moon, we're all the werewolf. So that is going to be a download that you can buy off of my website, and I will post all of that. But that full moon is going to be in Leo at 16 degrees of Leo. So we are going to be I'm going to be creating a little bit of like an at-home healing. This is incorporate some tarot. We're going to look at like what we need to purge for every sign and what we need to let go of. And I'm going to end with some song and a little bit of a Reiki healing. So you can kind of fall asleep to this and utilize it. I'll post it the Friday before. The full moon is going to be on Sunday. So depending on your time zone and where you are and how this works into your work and life schedule, I'm watching it either morning, noon, night, whatever you'd like, but it's definitely more of a passive healing that's going to be happening instead of this where we're doing active, more leadership growth and development and planting seeds. So I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day, my dear.